Hello.
Oh, mayong
Yes.
buntag.
Mayong buntag. Finally, there in Japan,
Yes.
it's morning, right? Thank you for
Mm.
coming to my second account.
Second
You
account.
found me here.
Yes, yes.
Whoa. Thank you again. How are you
I know
today?
before today okay ako because I got up early in the morning and complete some tasks in the morning.
Wow, very productive early in
Yes.
the morning.
Yes.
Wow, very good.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that. So,
Mm-hmm.
I know your
Mm-hmm.
plans for today will succeed. So
Yeah.
keep doing that.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for saying so things that.
All right. Thank you also. So now,
Mm-hmm.
are you ready for your lesson?
Yes, of course, ready na ko.
Okay, ready na ka. So, mag-start na ko.
Magsad na ko.
So, yeah, last time
Mhm.
you have finished until stage 12, paragraph
Mhm.
1198 jab. Is
Uh,
that correct?
That's correct.
All right, so let's
Mhm.
continue. We'll have your
Mhm.
daily revision first.
Okay.
Let's start from
Mhm.
these questions.
Okay.
In reference to writing, what do we mean by our review? In reference to writing, what do we mean by our review? By our
By our
review,
review,
we mean a
we
piece
mean
of
a piece
writing
of writing
that tells the
that tells the
reader
reader
about the book,
about the book,
film,
film,
event,
event,
or other
or
product,
other
and
product,
also
and
gives
also
the
gives the
writer's
director's
opinions
opinions
on it.
on it.
Very good. And where do we normally find reviews? Where do we normally find reviews? We
We
normally
normally
find
find the
reviews
reviews
in
in
newspapers, in
newspapers, in
magazines,
magazines,
on websites,
on websites,
etc.
etc.
So what's the purpose of a review? What's the
Mhm.
purpose of a review? The
The
purpose of
purpose
a
of a
review
review
is to help the
is to
reader
help the reader
decide if they want,
and the
help
reader
the reader
and the reader
decide
decide have the reader decide
if they want
if they
to
want
buy the
to buy the
product,
product,
watch the film,
watch the film,
etc.
etc.
Very good. So, what three parts can we normally expect a review to contain? What three parts can we normally expect a review to contain? We can
We
normally
can
expect
normally
a
expect
review
a review
to
to
contain
contain
an
an
overview,
overview,
an
an
assessment,
assessment,
and a
and
verdict.
a verdict.
Very good.
Mhm.
What's the purpose of the overview? What's the purpose of the overview? The
The
purpose of
purpose of
the
the
overview
overview
is to give
is to give
basic factual
basic factual
information
information
about the product,
about the product,
event,
event,
etc.
etc.
What does the assessment tell us? What does the assessment tell us? The
The
assessment
assessment
tell us
tells
the
us
writer's
the writer's
opinions
opinions
regarding the
regarding the
positive
positive
and negative
and negative
aspects of the
aspects
product,
of the product,
event,
event,
etc.
etc.
So, what does the verdict do?
Mhm.
What does the verdict do? The
The
verdict
verdict
gives the
gives the
writers
writer's
overall
overall
conclusion
conclusion
and
and
recommendations
recommendations
regarding who the
regarding who
product
the
or
product
event
or
might
event
be
might
suitable
be
for.
might be struggle
Suitable
for,
for.
might be suitable
Suitable for.
for.
Very good. So which kind of story is more likely to have some basis in historical fact? A legend or a myth? Which kind of story is more likely to have some basis in historical fact, a legend or a myth? A
And
legend
the
is a
legend is
story
a story
which is more
which is
likely
more
to
likely
have
to
some
have some
basis
basis
in
in
historical fact.
historical fact.
Thank you.
Mhm.
What do I mean if I say the farm wagon trundled along the road? What do I mean if I say the farm wagon trundled along the road? If you
If
say
you
the
say
farm
the farm
wagon
wagon
trundled along
trundle
the road,
along the road,
you mean that
you
the
mean
farm
that the
wagon
farm wagon
moved
moved
noisily
noisily
in a
in a
heavy and
heavy
slow manner.
and slow manner.
Very good. So, what do we call a circular arrangement of leaves or flowers that
Mhm.
we can use to commemorate a victory or death, for example?
Mhm.
What do we call a circular arrangement of leaves or flowers that we can use to commemorate a victory or death, for example? We call
We
a
call a
circular
circular
arrangement of
arrangement
leaves
of
or
leaves or
flowers
flowers
that we can
that
use
we can
to
use to
commemorate a
commemorate a
victory or
victory
death,
or death,
a wreath.
a wreath.
Very good. So,
Mhm.
if the world were to run out of oil deposits, do you think it would spell disaster around the globe? If the world were to run out of oil deposits, do you think it would spell disaster around the globe? Yes, no.
Yes.
If the
If
world
the
were
world
to
were
run
to
out
run out
of oil
of oil
deposits, I
deposits,
think
I think
it would
it
spell
would spell
disaster
disaster
around the globe.
around the globe.
Very good. So, what do we mean by the spell of bad luck? What do we mean by the spell of bad luck? By a
But
spell
a
of
spell
bad
of
luck,
bad luck,
we mean
we
a
mean
brief
a
period
brief
of
period
bad
of
luck.
bad luck.
What's a heat wave? What's a heat wave? A heat
A
wave
heat
is
wave
a
is
spell
a spell
of
of
exceptionally hot
exceptionally
weather.
hot weather.
Very good. If I gave you a stock market tip that meant you to stood gain a lot of money, would you follow my advice? If I gave you a stock market tip that meant you stood to gain a lot of money, would you follow my advice? Yes, no.
No.
If you gave
If you
me
gave me
a stock
a
market
stock
tip
market tip,
that meant
that
I
meant
stood
I
to gain
still
a lot
gain
of
a
money,
lot of money,
I wouldn't
I wouldn't
follow your
follow your
advice.
advice.
Yes. Now give me some other examples of stand to, please. Give me some other examples of stand to, please. You must be
You must be
crazy to
crazy to
gamble like that.
gamble like that.
You stand to
You
lose
stand to lose
everything you've
everything
got.
you've got.
As the only
As the
child
only
of
child
a
of
wealthy
a,
businessman,
of a wealthy
wealthy businessman,
businessman,
she stands
she
to
stands
to inherit, she stands
she stands to
to inherit
inherit. Thank you.
a fortune.
A fortune. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Now, if you were shipwrecked on a desert island, do you reckon be able to build a raft and escape? If you were shipwrecked on a desert island, do you reckon be able to build a raft and escape? Yes, no.
Yes.
If I were
If I was
shipwrecked on
shipwrecked
a
on
desert
a desert
island,
island,
I reckon
I
I'd be
reckon
able
I'd be
to
able
build
to
a
build
raft
a raft
and escape.
and escape.
How would you do it? How would you do it?
Okay, I'd estimate that it will take half a year or a year in total. First, make a shelter, collect food, make a raft from wood, put the food on the raft, and finally escape.
Okay, what a long process. Thank you. Next is what the so is it possible to wade across a very deep river? Is it possible to wade across a very deep river? No, it
No,
isn't
it isn't
possible to
possible
wade
to wade
across a
across a
very
very
deep
deep
river.
river
Why not? Why not? Because to wade
because to wade
across,
across,
your feet
your
need to be
feet need to be
able
able
to touch
to
the
touch the
bottom
bottom
of the
of
river.
the river.
What does the verb grapple mean?
Mm.
What does the verb grapple mean? The verb
The verb
grapple
grapple
means to
means
hold
to
something
hold something
firmly
firmly
and struggle
and
with
struggle
it.
with it.
Very good. So give me an example. Give me an example. The
The
policeman
policeman
grappled with
grappled
the
with the
criminal on
criminal
the
on the
balcony.
balcony.
Very good. Now, is it hard for the new manager of a football club to live up to a fan's expectations if his predecessor was very successful?
Mhm.
Is it hard for the new manager of a football club to live up to a fan's expectations if his predecessor was very successful? Yes, it's
Yes,
hard
it's
for
hard
the
for
new
the new
manager of
manager
a
of a
football club
football club
to live
to
to fans
to to
to
live
live up
to live up to France
to fans' expectations
expectations
if his
if his
predecessor
predecessor
was
was
very
very
successful.
successful.
All right. So give me an example of the expression first and foremost, please.
Mhm.
Give me an example of the expression first and foremost, please. In the
In the
past, the
past,
practice
the
of
practice of
pickling fruit
pickling
and
food and
vegetables was
vegetables
first and
was first and
foremost
foremost
in order
in
to
order to
preserve the food
preserve the food
as long as
as long as
possible.
possible.
Very good.
Mhm.
When heavy black clouds build up across the sky,
Mhm.
is it reasonable to assume a downpour is in store? When heavy black clouds build up across the sky, is it possible? Is it reasonable to assume a downpour is in store? Yes. When a
Yes,
heavy
when a heavy
black clouds
black
build
clouds
up
build up
across the
across the
sky,
sky,
it's
it's
reasonable to
reasonable to
assume
assume
a
a
downpour
downpour
is in
is in
store.
store.
Very good. Have you got anything in store for next weekend? Have you got anything in store for next weekend? Yes, no.
Yes.
I've got
I've got
something
something in store for next weekend.
Give me a sentence with the word presently in it. Give me a sentence with the word presently in it. The
The ceremony
will
will
commence
commence
presently.
presently.
Once
Once all the
principal
principal guests
have
have
arrived.
arrived.
All right. So, what happens to somebody who's caught betraying their country? What happens to somebody who's caught betraying their country? Somebody
Somebody
who's caught
who's caught
betraying
their
their
country
country is
is
imprisoned
imprisoned
or
or perhaps
even
even
executed.
executed.
Very good. Name an animal that waddles when it walks. Name an animal that waddles when it walks. The name
of an animal
that waddles
the waddles
when it walks
when it walks, it's
a penguin.
a penguin.
All right, thank you. So, have you ever spent a whole day without uttering a single word to anyone? Have you ever spent a whole day without uttering a single word to anyone? Yes, no.
Yes.
I've spent
a whole day without uttering a single word to anyone.
Is there anybody in the word that you feel utter contempt for? Is there anybody in the word that you feel utter contempt for? Yes, no.
Yes.
There is
somebody
in the world
that I feel utter contempt for.
Who?
Okay, and that is Adolf Hitler.
Okay, I see. Next, describe a canoe, please. Describe a canoe, please. A canoe is a narrow,
open boat
designed for
one
or
two people,
which we move
by
paddling.
paddling.
Very good. Now, for example, this time, watch my pen. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're jabbing
You are jabbing your hand
with the point
of your pen.
Very good. So, what do I mean if I say the doctor gave me a job? What do I mean if I say the doctor gave me a job? If you say the doctor gave me a job, you mean
the doctor
gave you
an injection.
All right, very well. So that's all for your daily revision.
Okay.
Wow. So we will start from your new work. So repeat dangle.
Dangle. Thank you for chatting.
Yes. Okay. So dangle is a verb. So that means to hang or swing loosely or limply. Like after climbing accident, I was left dangling on the rope for more than an hour before I was rescued.
Was so long.
Let's practice.
Okay.
Yes. So what does the verb dangle mean? What does the verb dangle mean? The verb
dangle means
to hang
or swing loosely
or
limply.
So give me an example. Give me an example. After
climbing accident,
I was left
dangling on the rope
for more than
an hour
before
I was rescued.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
So repeat topple.
Topple.
Yes. Now topple is a verb that is to lose balance or fall down.
Oh.
Like if a pile of plates is too high, it's likely to topple, and the plates will be smashed. Let's practice. If a pile of plates is too high, what's likely to happen? If a pile of plates is too high, what's likely to happen? If a pile of plates
is too high,
it's likely
to
topple
over.
And the
plates will smash.
Very good. So repeat, that's that.
That's that.
Yes. Now, so we use the expression that's that to convey a conversation, a situation, or process is definitely finished. Like you cannot watch TV till your homework is done. That's that. Let's practice. When do we use the expression that's that? When do we use the expression that's that? We use the expression that's that to convey a conversation, situation or process
is definitely finished.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So give me some examples, please. Give me
Mhm.
some examples, please. You cannot
You
watch
cannot
TV
watch TV
till your
till
homework
your
is
homework
done.
is done.
And
Huh?
that's that.
That's that.
The police
The
know you
police know you
stole the car.
stole the car.
So that's
So
that.
that's that.
I just have to
I
knock
just have
in
to knock
one
in
last
one
nail.
last nail,
And that's that.
and that's that.
All right. Perfect. Thank you
Mhm.
so much.
Thank you.
So, wow, congratulations. So,
Mhm.
actually, that's the end of the new work for stage 12,
Okay, okay.
finally.
Oh,
But before
finally.
we move on to the next part, we will answer the last
Mm.
word pool for revision
Okay.
exercise. All right. So,
Okay.
can you go to paragraph 1200?
1,200. Okay. Okay, I'm done. I'm
All
opening.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And again, for each sentence below, choose one word for the word pool that fits correctly in the gap. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's start.
Mm-hmm.
Number one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I misopened. Okay, okay, okay. There's no need to hurry.
Yeah, so there's no need to hurry. The meeting's not until 3 p.m., so we've got blank
Mm-hmm.
time.
Okay. There's no need to hurry. The meeting's not until 3 p.m., so we've got ample time.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, some flowers are actually blank and can be used in salads to add both color and flavor.
Okay, some flowers are actually edible and can be used in salads to add both color and flavor.
All right, perfect. It's
Mm-hmm.
edible. Number three, how can you say the competition judge wasn't black towards the winner? It was her daughter.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how can you say the competition judge wasn't biased towards the winner? It was her daughter.
All right, thank you.
Mhm.
Let's have the next one.
Okay.
The weather forecast for the match is fairly blank. Let's stay in and watch it on TV instead.
It's a little bit confusing. Okay. The weather forecast for the match is fairly sinister. Let's stay and watch it on TV instead.
All right, sinister is almost right, but can you give me second option?
Okay, okay. I have
Yeah.
second option.
Mm,
The forecast for the match is fairly green. So let's stay in and watch it on TV instead.
all right, it's grim.
Green. Okay, okay.
Right, thank you.
Okay.
Number five.
Mhm.
In the dream, I suddenly realized I was blank. And of course, I felt incredibly embarrassed.
Okay. In the dream, I suddenly realized I was naked, and of course, I felt incredibly embarrassed.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So, I'm sorry, what was your answer again?
Naked.
Naked. Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you. Very good answer.
Mhm.
Let's have number six.
Okay.
Working in a team with others was hard to get used to after he's more blank. Life as a writer.
Okay. Working a team with others was hard to get used to after his more solitary life as a writer.
All right, solitary. Very
Mhm.
good.
Mhm.
Let's have number seven.
Mhm.
The vegetables are fine, but they're slightly blank. So I'm going to add just a little salt.
Okay. The vegetables are fine, but they're slightly bland. So I'm going to add just a little salt.
Okay, that's great. It's bland, slightly bland.
Mm.
Let's have number eight.
Mhm.
Most of the bird species discovered on the islands are now blank, but some still survive there.
Okay. Most of the bird species discovered on the island are now extinct, but some still survive there.
All right, thank you. Very
Mhm.
good.
Mhm.
Number nine. All the good bars are on a street that runs blank to the one where our hotel is
Mhm.
located.
Mhm. Okay, okay. All the good birds are on the street that runs parallel to the one where our hotel is located.
Okay, parallel. Well done.
Mhm.
Let's have number 10.
Okay.
After years of conflict, the countries are finally talking as relations have been restored.
Okay. After years of conflict, the country is finally talking as diplomatic relations have been restored.
All right, diplomatic. That's correct.
Okay.
Let's have number 10.
Okay.
I like this restaurant. The soft lights and antique furniture create a very blank atmosphere.
Okay, me too. I like this restaurant. The soft lights and the antique furniture create a very elegant atmosphere.
All right, thank you. Very good. Let's have number 12.
Okay.
He may be perfectly harmless, but he looks so that people find it hard to trust him.
This question makes me confusing. Okay, he may be perfectly harmless, but he looks so sinister that people find it hard to trust him.
That's correct. It's sinister. All right. Let's have number 13. Winning such a massive contract would be a blank result for a small company like ours.
Okay, winning such a massive contract would be a sensational result for a small company like ours.
Okay, sensational. Very good. All right. Let's have number 14. She's not at all blank. I don't think she could even bend down and touch her toes.
Okay, she's not at all flexible. I don't think she
Yeah.
could even bend down and touch her toes.
Okay, that's correct.
Mhm.
And can you repeat toes?
Toes.
That's correct.
Thank
Okay,
you.
last sentence.
Okay.
I've been looking after the soil in my garden, and it's far more blank now than it is used to be.
Okay, I've been looking after the soil in my garden, and it's far more fertile now than it used to be.
All right. Thank you.
Mhm.
That's correct for Teal. All right, so congratulations.
Thank
Again, you
you.
have really put best effort
Mhm.
and dedication in
Dedication.
completing
Mm.
Callan Method course stage 12 homework.
Wow, it was very long run.
Yes, in the long run, but still you made it to
Mm.
happen because you
Yes.
are a very determined and
Mm.
persistent student. So
Mm.
now,
Okay.
before anything else,
Mhm.
so actually that was the new work, but
Okay.
we will have to go through the next one. So before the full stage revision,
Mhm.
we will go to the quick stage revision of
Mm.
stage 11.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
Okay, let's start from
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Do you often bump into friends of yours when you're walking around town? Do you often bump into a friend of yours when you're walking around town? Yes, no.
No.
I don't
I
often
don't often
bump
bump
into friends of
into
mine
friends of
when
mine
I'm
when
walking
I'm
around
walking
town.
around town.
What's a photo album? What is photo album? A
A
photo
photo
album
album
is a
is a
folder or a
photo
book
of a book
containing
containing
photographs.
photographs.
Do you personally find online shopping a more and more attractive option these days? Do you personally find online shopping a more and more attractive option these days? Yes, no.
Yes,
I
I
personally
personally
find
find
online
online
shopping
shopping
a more and
a
more
more and more
attractive
attractive
option
option
these
these
days.
days.
Are you positive you shut your door properly when you left home today? Are you positive you shut your door properly when you left home today? Yes, no.
Yes,
I'm
I'm
positive
positive
I shut
I
my
shut
door
my door
properly
properly
when I
when
left
I
home
left home
today.
today.
What are the three forms of quit? What are the three forms of quit? The three
The three
forms of
forms
quit
of quit
are
are quit, quit,
quit,
quit.
quit, quit. Very good.
Mhm.
Next question is what's the opposite of nice? What's the opposite of nice? The
The
opposite of
opposite of
nice
nice
is
is nasty.
nasty. All right, good.
Mhm.
Do you like spicy food? Do you like spicy
Oh,
food? Yes, no.
yes, I like spicy food.
Okay, very good.
Mhm.
Next is, for example, what's your least favorite household chore? What's your least favorite household chore? My
My
least
least
favorite
favorite
household
household
chore
chore
is,
is cleaning floors and cleaning dishes.
I see, okay. And what do you feel like doing this evening? What do you feel like doing this evening? I feel like
I feel like having dinner and good sleep in the night.
Okay. Good sleep this evening.
Good sleep in this evening.
Very good. So what do we call the final section of an essay? What do we call the final section of an essay? We call
We call
the
the final section
of
of an
an
essay
conclusion.
conclusion.
Okay, so you stop on number 13
Okay.
of 59 questions here. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Well,
Bye-bye.
thank you, アンピン。はい、というわけで、カラン1から12あるステージの中の12までのカランブック、教科書ですね、テキストが全部終わって、1個前のステージ11のクイックステージリビジョンが最後の2分間かな ?3 分間かなそれぐらいでスタートしました。で、次回とおそらく次回で終わるかなもし終わんなかったら、次回2回後のレッスンでクイックステージリビジョンが終わって、で、すぐさまステージ12のフルステージリビジョンが終わって、カランのノーマルステージ、ノーマルカランが終わるっていうような見通しです。で、全部終わったらビジネスカランに移行しようと思います。今日のレッスンは以上です。もし質問や相談がありましたら、説明欄のコンタクトフォームから山中和志へ連絡していただけます。今回も動画のご視聴ありがとうございます。それではまた。